What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's video I got another beast gameplay video for you guys, going up against Aquatis, a top 20 player in MLB The Show. He's repping the Korea Dragons. He's 23-8 on the season for season stripes, like a Bengal, like a tiger. That's what I think season stripes is. Yeah, guys, there's gonna be 3 videos today dropping. Count them, 3 videos dropping today. So there's gonna be a ton of content on the channel. I really can't wait to show you guys the next gameplay either. Like, the next one that drops is gonna be that fire. You guys are gonna be like, holy fucking shit, what? You know, but we gotta get to this game with Aquatis. And if you read the title of the video, I think this card that I'm going to show you guys in today, like kind of like show you in the gameplay today, is the most underrated gold card I've come across. Pretty much everybody can afford him as well. Like, there's really no excuse to not have him in your pin. So we got that double with Griff. Now we're up with Ernie Banks. Guys, I love Ernie Banks, man. And the lineup is a little bit different right now, guys. You're going to see some gameplay. All 3 gameplays had the same lineup. I ended up putting Corey Seager on the bench and bringing in Eddie Matthews. I don't know why. Chris Bryant was absolutely on fire, but I sat him on the bench and I put in Eddie Matthews. And I put Hanley Ramirez in for Corey Seager. I don't know if I just said that wrong, but Seager's on the bench. Chris Bryant's not on the bench. He's just in the card binder, for lack of a better term. He's just chilling. And Trout was actually playing down, so you can see I have a different outfield. Dawson, Griffey, and Pepe, Alazar all in there. And with Trout playing down, I actually have Andrew McCutcheon on the bench as a pinch hit specialist. So hopefully Trout will go back up. I guess he's got a matchup with Gio Gonzalez or something, and he hits really bad against Gio Gonzalez. So they gave him a big down versus left, so he's got reverse splits right now. He's like 85-74 versus left, so keep that in mind if you end up facing him today. But Eddie got the start. This is I don't know, when I was playing Aquatis in this game, as you guys will see pretty soon, I feel like sometimes, you know, in a game of baseball, like, you get all the breaks and sometimes you don't. And you just hope that you're on the right side of that coin and hope that you can control as much as you can control. So he ends up walking the bases loaded, and this is what I'm talking about right there with one of those plays. Chris Sale doubles down the left field line. He's a little shook. He doesn't know where to throw. I think he was like kind of surprised I sent him, but you know, it's Lou Brock, man. Lou Brock has no arm at all, so you're gonna send him. I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy how Trout was down today, because it made me realize how good just having the having Dawson and Griffey in there really is for my defense. It makes us pretty damn good. It's just tough, man, because when I got Trout, man, I woke up one morning and was thinking about doing a pack opening. And so I woke up. It was 8 o'clock on like a Saturday morning. I woke up and I was like, shit, I'm gonna go get, you know, $50 PSN, because the game had just come out and I didn't have all the cards or anything. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get like $50 PSN. I'm gonna open up like a 50-pack bundle. I'm gonna make like a real entertaining video. And then I was like, you know, maybe I'll get like 100 PSN or something and open up like a couple bundles. And then I was like, you know what I'm gonna fucking do is I'm gonna get some PSN, like $200 worth of PSN, and just fucking get Mike Trout. Like, that's what I'm gonna fucking do, is just get Mike Trout. Like, he's a beast. So like, he cost me a lot of money to get. Like, when I got Mike Trout, it was just when I put my squad together and I was spending money in the beginning of the season. I haven't had to spend like any money since. I spent a fuck ton of money, don't get me wrong, but I haven't spent any money in a while. But what I was pretty much doing is, like, on Saturday morning, it'd just be like a little bit of movie treat yourself type of time, and I'd pick up like a couple cards at a time, and a couple of the more expensive ones. And so Trout was one of those days, and he was like the first time I had spent any money since well, I think like I spent like $500 on day one. Just played the market and streamed it for like 8 hours, dude. And everybody was watching the stream. Shout out to my viewers, because it was like just me like going through the market. I got like Seager. I got like a lot. I got like my core part of my team that I wanted to have, like all my favorite players in the MLB that like aren't Royals, that are like diamonds and stuff like that. But then like that was the morning I got Trout, and the point of all this is like I spent that much money on Trout that I want to use him, you know, like I don't want to put him in on the bench. But then you got to think about, if I hadn't got Trout, I wouldn't have Alazar, so it's hard, you know. But I might have to put Trout on the bench, man. It's really tough, but I might have to do that. He's good enough to play. It's not like he's not good enough to play, but it makes my defense in the outfield just unbelievable. So the one reason I took Seager out and moved him to the bench and put Hanley in, and the reason I took Chris Bryant out and put Eddie Matthews in, is because now like my team has like a bunch of plate vision. You know, like everybody in my lineup has like a bunch of plate vision. Everyone in my lineup has a bunch of power. I don't think we're like as good defensively, especially with Hanley at short or at second base. And even, you know, Ernie Banks, like, I don't know, man, like he's pretty good on defense at shortstop. It's real weird. He has enough arm strength, I think, to get people out, but you know, like and it's weird too, because Cal has like more reaction time. Like I think Cal has like 80 reaction time. Andy's got like I don't know if it's 94. I think it's 90 fielding and 94 arm strength. But something about the way Ernie moves just feels better. And then by far, I love hitting with Ernie. And I don't dislike hitting with Cal. I mean, what I just do with Cal is I pinch hit him versus left. He's lethal. And the reason I like him over Miguel Cabrera is a pinch hitter versus left. You know, they both have, I think Cal's like 98, 99 or something. Like he might even be 99, 98 power, 98 vision. But I like him over Cabrera because with Cabrera, like you might get a single and you can't really do much because of his speed. But Cal, you know, he can like hit a double with the 50 speed. He can, you know, he can still hit bombs and stuff like that. So I really like Cal. So we got a 2-2 ball game going on right now. He's still pitching Thor. My starting pitching lately, man, it's been rough. I don't know what's going on with it. I think it's not anything too like in particular. I think it's just kind of the ebbs and flows of playing games. You know, like sometimes your pitcher's gonna do really well, sometimes you're gonna hit really well. You know, it's just kind of like however you're feeling that day seems to be how it is. So we end up getting a run there. Makes it a 3-2 ball game. Something I really noticed in the way Aquatis was pitching, or Aquatis, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but I really noticed that he was throwing outside the zone a lot, and he wasn't trying to put pitches in the zone, and I just made that adjustment, as you can just see me taking. And you know, a lot of people say about hitting is like, you know, you always hear the thing that like good pitching beats good hitting, and the key to hitting really is, like, good hitters will say they don't really ever hit like good pitchers pitches. I mean, they just, what they do is you just gotta wait for pitchers to make mistakes, man. Like when pitchers make mistakes, and it kind of applies to the game too, like when someone just leaves it in the middle, that's your time to shine, man. You gotta smash that thing, but don't get yourself out on pitchers pitches. And also, that's kind of the tricky thing though too, is like you don't want to be pitching around the zone sometimes when you're pitching. Just pitch and use your defense. It really will work out, especially once you get the lead. Once you get the lead, you don't want to be walking people and putting people on. You just want to throw strikes and put the pressure on them to hit it and not hit it at people. But I have trusted Chris Sale pretty well. This is the slider that I love right there. He ends up taking it, but that pitch is really, really safe. You're going to see it once we get to the gold card player here in a little bit. But with the left-handed pitcher to a right-handed hitter, I love that slider. It looks like it's coming across the zone. And so, like, you know, I like when you throw a changeup or a curveball low, it looks like it's like over the middle of the plate, but then it drops out for either like a ground ball or a swing and miss. This slider looks like it's coming across the entire plate, but then it just it's never in a position where you can hit it if you throw it right and you hit the line and hit the hoop and hit the spot that you're actually trying to go for. It'll just like curve across the zone and look pretty appetizing, and it's hard to lay off that pitch. And if you're gonna lay off that pitch, you're pretty much conceding like a fastball on that spot, so it's a really tough pitch to handle. He ends up smashing it pretty good there though, but I left it too much in the zone, and then it lagged obviously right there, so that was kind of bad. But what are you gonna do? At least it was a pretty fortunate lag. The ball didn't go flying, or the ball didn't hit him. And then I like, I'll try to go like on the outside corner. Looking back on this now, I obviously missed badly on the hoop, and I push it right back up to the middle of the plate so I didn't hit my spot. Sometimes you just gotta like not get nervous with where you want to pitch it. That's kind of how you miss the hoop. I feel like a lot of times is you're just not confident for whatever reason. And I'm not talking about pitching confidence, I'm just talking confidence in yourself. So we end up warming up Herrera, and if you made it this far in the video, we're going to talk about the most underrated gold card in my opinion, or at least one of them, and it has to be Felipe Rivero, man. Like, see, my bullpen was really pissing me off, guys. Like, you guys saw in that video versus Sonoya, like, Billy Wagner, I don't know why he was in my pen for as long as he was in my bullpen. I didn't want to use him as if, I don't know if afraid's the right word to use. Yeah, let's go ahead and use it. Like, I did not want to use Billy Wagner. I was kind of tired of Zach Britton too. Like, I wasn't using him how I wanted to use him. So we brought back in Kelvin Herrera, and we brought in Felipe Rivero. And Felipe Rivero comes on recommendation of Cardinal Bird. He's definitely a very, very good pitcher, and I can't wait to show you the footage of him pitching here in a second. But you guys really should get this Felipe Rivero. I actually bought him to use in the JV tournament. That's why I picked him back up, is because of the restrictions of that tournament. We had to have like a certain number of gold pitchers, and I knew he was good, and I wanted to give him a shot. But I just was tired of that Wagner card, man. Like, and then what's nice about Rivero too is he plays up a lot on inside edge, and so today he's playing up to like a 91. And when I bought him, there's like sell now orders under 1,000, which makes no sense. Like, you can quick sell a gold card for more than people are trying to buy him. I think he's like 1,300, and people are trying to. If you wanted to sell now, you can get them for like 957. Which, what I'm trying to say is that makes no sense, because you should never sell them to a gold card for under 1,000 ever. You really shouldn't sell a gold card for under like 1,250, because you're gonna get taxed. The same with silver cards. I was talking about this on stream, so it's probably good to talk about this in a video now. Like, it doesn't make any sense to sell a silver card for less than 100 stubs either, because a silver card you can quick sell for 100 stubs. I'm talking about player cards here. So if someone has an order to buy a silver card, and even if you're gonna sell them on the market, you need to sell them for like at least 125 or 130, because you're gonna get taxed. So you need to make sure, like, sometimes it's just worth it to quick sell some of these cards if they're around if they're around that 1,000 mark, if they're gold, or if they're around the 100 mark and they're silver. Just save yourself the trouble and just quick sell them, man. Like, it makes a lot more sense to do that. Like, to sell Felipe Rivero for under 1,000 makes absolutely no sense at all. But anyways, he's very affordable. I've seen a lot of people with that Doolittle lately. And one thing I picked up off that Sean Doolittle card that everyone seems to like is a lot of people they throw slider a lot. Like, just look slider versus that Doolittle, and you're gonna smash him. I don't think he's anything special or anything. It's been nice having Dawson in the lineup. Like, I love hitting with Trout, but man, Dawson's got huge fucking vision at the plate. He's great to have, man. You gotta love Andre Dawson. There was a play also where there was a hit to left field. He caught the ball in left field, and you know how the computer does that little like secondary lead where they're like off the base and then they dive back into the base, and you really don't have to worry too much about like someone catching a pop fly at first base and they caught the pop fly in left field. Well, Dawson gunned it back to first base and outgunned him at first base. Like, Dawson's crazy, man. So we're in the 5th inning here, top of the 5th. Video movies up. I've still been using the Corey Seager swing. It's been working out really well. I'm trying to think of, I think I made him a little bit shorter a little while back. I'll have to go and double check, but I think he's like 6'3" now. Still playing behind the plate. It's really tough to throw people out even with the 99. I'd like to get Video Movies base running aggressiveness up a little bit. It's still at like 85. It needs to be at 99. It just gets kind of it's not like super expensive, but man, dude, it takes a lot of cards to get that base running aggressiveness up. I mean, I've bought a lot of like Eric Young Jr.'s. I was even looking. Eric Young Jr. is probably the best card to do it because he's pretty cheap, but now he's up to like 150, 75 buy now. So it's kind of sell now 75 and buy now of like 150, and that's a little steep. But he's really like the best one because you get like I think it's like 99 speed and almost 99 aggressiveness and 99 steal, and like that's all you're after. You know, you can get like Craig Gentry. That's another one you can use. I looked them all up on Daddy Leagues. You know, if you've got a player that doesn't have like all max stats from your equipment and your contact and power and everything, Gerard Dyson's probably the card I go with there because he'll get like a little bit of like contact and defense. Billy Hamilton's probably going to be too expensive just to be buying and feeding, you know, because people will use him as their punch runner. You know, Terrence Gore's out there. But man, dude, it takes a long time to get that up. And I felt like a lot of just like random cards throughout the time because I like to keep my inventory clean. I don't like to have like a bunch of cards out there that I'm not going to be using. I like to keep it organized. You know, it just takes 30 minutes to get it all organized. You know, like what cards you have and getting rid of your duplicate cards and all kinds of stuff like that. So we end up pushing the lead to 7-3 there. And that's why Hanley's getting a nod at second base though, guys. Is like he feels like Ernie Banks when I'm hitting with him. Like it's such a good stance. I've used Hanley's stance for my cap before in the past. I don't know if his animation's different this year. I think it might be different than in years past. But it just feels like whenever you kind of like are moving around the PCI with a certain stance and you feel like you can cover the inside part of the plate, you really should be considering using that card in your lineup. Another random stat about this game too is I noticed that Equatus has Nolan Arenado in the A spot. He had like over 140 home runs with him, which is crazy. Arenado's got some good perks. He's playing up today. He's got unfazed. I think he might have dead red or breaking ball hitter as well, and he's an excellent fielder. So it's like a card that I've been using a long time since my first World Series run. He had like the home run that sent us to the World Series, but like I never used that card. I just thought it was interesting that he had 140 home runs. I mean, that's like a lot of home runs. So we still got Sale in the game in the 5th, and this is kind of what I'm talking about. It's just tough to play against good players, and I feel like everybody's got like really good cards now, you know what I mean? Like pretty much everybody, I don't know if pretty much everybody's the right way to put it, but I'd say like, shoot, what's the right number? Like 50%, 60%, 70% of people, or at least at this point, have like an all diamond type of lineup. There's just been, you know, there's lots of diamonds you can get in the ticket store. There's lots of my career stats that gives you 14,000 stubs a pop. Dynasty with 9,000 stubs a pop. Probably got a pull or two from packs throughout the year. Probably maybe you put on 20 bucks, 50 bucks, something like that, just to boost your squad a little bit. Maybe you got a good after game reward. Then you got conquest cards. Then you got like you know, some collections and team epics that you can do. Like I really feel like people have gotten to the point where they have a pretty much an all diamond squad, especially at least offensively. You know, like they might have like a gold pitcher or a gold bullpen pitcher or like some golds on the bench, but with everyone getting like these like diamond squads, I feel like it's real tough to pitch. Like, at least for me, it's been tough to pitch. And like I said, this is ebbs and flows, though. You know, like sometimes it's gonna be tougher to pitch than others. So Herrera gives up the home run after kind of putting out the fire, and in is our debut guy, Felipe Rivera. I'd like to get some bullpen help back, but let's talk about this guy, man. 98-mile-an-hour fastball at the knees. That means that fastball is going to be a little bit steamier and faster if it's up there. That one was at 96. You can throw that slider that I love. That see how it kind of sweeps through the zone. That was up there a little bit, but if you get it down and out of the zone, that's really where you want to get it. If you're not going to just put it right on the corner, again, throw away. And that pitch is, when you throw away on the corner with that fastball, it's going to look like this slider until that slider just curves across the middle of the plate and goes down. That's a really good swing there. The spot, see, if you leave it in the zone, it can get hit, but if you get it outside of the zone, like right there, strikes out Hanley Ramirez, and it looks like a strike the whole way, and then it drops off. I like Rivera's his motion. He throws good gas. He's got a slider and a changeup. It doesn't make him too much different than Aroldis Chapman. I mean, Aroldis does throw like 101 and throws a lot harder. There's that intimidation factor. Aroldis also has an excellent motion, so those are some things you got to consider. But Rivera, man, for what you pay for him, for like 1,200 stubs, he's like really good, man. If he's like playing up, he could be your closer. I mean, he's really, really good. I really enjoyed pitching with him, and it was big, man, against good competition. He was big. I messed up on that pitch for whatever reason. I don't know what I was doing there, but you can see what pitch I'm pretty much like trying to get him with a lot. I ended up hitting him there. I think it lagged like a little bit, or I got nervous, one of the two. I don't think that wasn't a true lag pitch. That was just a bad pitch by me. But then we calm down, pretty much throw a strike there, and then I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, we got a 3-run lead. Let's just put it in the zone and use our defense, and hope that he's kind of late on some of these pitches. And plus, now we've been pitching like all around the zone and out of the zone a lot, so he's gonna be kind of like hesitant to just pull the trigger on a first pitch swing type of thing. Knowing the quirks helps too. Like, I know that Nolan has that unfazed, so I think he's probably gonna take. He tries to pull a fastball on the outside. Maybe there was kind of a slider swing. I don't know, but we get out of it with Rivera. And so we're going to just cut back to Rivera pitching again. Ended up getting, I'm glad that caught the plate. He, for some reason, wanted to keep in Aroldis Chapman. I don't know what was going on with his bullpen, if it was gassed. But then there's 98 on the outside, and I feel he just feels very easy to control. Like, once you try him out for yourself, you kind of feel the same way. That was a good take there. But I just felt, the best way to describe it is I felt pretty confident with him. Here's a yellow throw that he makes that's right on the money, which rarely happens except for in that situation with pitchers. Like, I don't know what it is, but they don't care about yellow throws at that. And then here's an at-bat with McCutchen, pulls it down the line. It's a good swing. That's a tough matchup there. You know, McCutchen's really, really good against left-handed pitching, so I don't feel too bad about that one. He only got a single. But here's a tougher matchup with Beltran. Put it right down the middle. He decides to take that pitch. I think this is a changeup. I don't know. Man, it is hard to throw people out stealing. I thought he was out for sure when I let that one go. But yeah, there was a changeup down, trying for the double play. And when that pitch is hitting right there, that's a good feeling. Zipping in that fastball. And then see how that kind of just sweeps across the plate, but it just when you want to spot that pitch for a ball, when it just sweeps across the plate, it's hard to like just lay off or not try to foul off with 2 strikes. So maybe like in the future I'm gonna use it more with 2 strikes. So we get a wild pitch, but it didn't go too far there. Use the fastball on the inside. It was, I guess, just off the plate enough. We'll get out of the inning, so he's already been going for 2 innings, which is pretty good. And at this point, I've decided that's enough. You know, enough's enough. He's already thrown a couple innings. Let's go ahead and get him out. But Rivera, like, really did his job, I thought. So good job, Rivera. I appreciate it. And this is what I'm talking about. I bring in Cal. Just, you know, I want to set him up in good matchups versus left. You can pretty much guarantee yourself a good at bat once you get him in versus left. It's a little bit tougher versus right. I don't think it's like impossible or anything, but I definitely like facing left. And I know that I get a little bit nervous when I have to face Cal with the left-handed pitcher, because I just know he's got crazy stats. He's got a huge PCI, so you got to be careful when you're pitching to him, as Lord is here. You know, he ends up walking him, and that's where he's useful. Now, instead of having 20 speed or whatever Miggy has, he's got at least 51 speed. It's not great by any stretch of the imagination, but, you know, he can probably get like first to third. And, of course, Alazar, guys, you're not going to keep Alazar down all game. He's either going to get a home run or he's going to get something like this. Like that pitch, that was hit hard, but it was because it was late. It was late, and it just got by the first baseman. And so he did his damage. Now, this is kind of like where I got screwed over a little bit, man. Like, this happened twice to me with George Brett today. And I don't understand why that happened. I fielded with him, like, in my opinion, real well all year, except for on, like, little dribblers where he's got to charge it. He doesn't really have the arm strength. But he's been pretty good. I actually thought I pitched really well with Andrew Miller in this sequence, especially hitting the line and hitting the hoop. At least I was pretty damn close on it. I don't know what it was, but I felt like I was really doing well with him. But it's hard to say, man, because, like, here's just a bad play from Hanley, and I don't know if that was me getting the yellow throw or what, but I was real mad. I'm recording this video, like, not on stream. This is an off-stream session, because I'm just, like, I woke up at a really weird time to, like, record this, and, like, I didn't want to ping everybody at, like, you know, about o'clock in the morning. So yeah, we ended up getting, you know, that's what I love about this outfield, because this outfield isn't going to make yellow throw mistakes. This outfield is going to get absolutely everything with 3 center fielders that are 99. But I felt like I was making some good, confident pitches here, you know, hitting my spots, hitting the line in the hoop where I wanted to go, except for right there, and then leave it down the middle. But I wanted to throw strikes. Like, that's the biggest thing. You get yourself into trouble when you try to make it too much on the black sometimes. Like, it can get you into trouble with the lead. You need to put the pressure on them to start smacking the ball around, you know. Like, I don't know, dude. It's you know, you got a defense out there for a reason. Use it. You don't have to strike out everybody. You know, just like throwing pitches for strikes really will pay off. And he's got his boy Arenado out there. Just keep challenging him. And that's basically what I'm trying to say, is just challenge him, you know, like challenge him with the lead. So we get out of it there. But, see, it's weird though, man, because, like, Hanley, I don't know, man, like, he has, like, random, like, I was ready to give him a defensive grade of a D at second base. And I'd be interested if any of you guys out there use Hanley at second base or some position other than shortstop or third base. And so we got another yellow throw there. And so I was just, like, thinking to myself as Beltran steps to the plate here. And you got to love the cutter inside on the hands to lefty. That pitch actually was right there. But I was thinking to myself, you know what? We're just going to pull Hanley and put in Corey Seager just for a defensive replacement. Like, how often do you see defensive replacements in Diamond Dynasty? But I got one there. Getting in a better position. I don't know what was going on there. My guy just dropped the ball. So it's whatever, though. We're not really too concerned about the runner. Little line and hoop. And Jansen just making it work. He's tired as fuck. Like, I cannot get Jansen to full strength, like, no matter what I do. And I only need, like, a couple more complete game shutouts, I'm pretty sure, to get the 14,000 stubs. So I really need to get that done. It's tough, man. Like, I keep getting to the 5th inning and needing to go to the pen, but Jansen, man, you know what he does. All he does is come in and get saves for the team. So you gotta love Jansen, man. He's the shit. Get his cap to end up popping it up and right to Griffey, and so we get the win versus Aquatis. I hope you guys learned a little bit of something during this video. Don't forget to leave this video without dropping a like, dropping a sub, hit that notifications bell. Like I said, 3 gameplays coming today. Have a great day, guys. I will see you in the next video, which will be coming up soon. I cannot wait to bring you guys this video. This video is going to be sick. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.